Hello, Danny. Yes, I think so. Hello. This is a free live, so if you have any questions, I have 3 oracles which I usually use together. Yes, Danny, sure. I just don't do health or pregnancy readings. Okay, I got your question. Danny, I'm going to try, okay? But first I want to ask the universe, or your guides, or whatever you want to call it, if she might be coming, because you are asking when, and yeah, we hopefully she will come towards you, right? But I think we need to try to see if she is soon, okay? But obviously this is just how do I say this? We can see only what's most likely to happen, right? The cards and oracles, they often predict stuff in the future. I have this happen to me several times, and some other people that I've read too. However, it's not always, okay? And yeah, we can try to see what's most likely to happen. Let's see. If Yulia, if I'm not sure if I'm spelling her name correctly. Hi, Smriti. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hello, everyone, to who's watching, who's coming in. This is a free live. I'm just doing Danny's reading now. So, Danny or Danny. Julia is Julia. Okay, with the I Ching, I believe it's saying that yes, around in 6 months, but let's see. Not this one. For future predictions, usually I prefer to use the... Are you here, Danny? Danny or Danny? Not sure. Thanks, Smriti, for the feedback. Yes? Okay, Danny. Usually for future predictions, I prefer to use the I Ching and the Lenormand, because I feel, especially when we are very attached to a topic, and love relationships, they are really perfect for us to get attached to certain expectations for a reading. I believe that tarot is very projective, and it often only shows us exactly what we are hoping that happens, or what we are expecting to happen, or what we are wanting to happen, or fearing that will happen. So, and I feel the other oracles, the I Ching and the Lenormand, are less projective. They tell, we can easily more easily see the actual truth, I feel, instead of seeing just what we want to see, or if I'm explaining this correctly. Okay, so let's see. Julia. Okay, Danny, with the I Ching here, this card, this energy, this is a very, you see how, can you see the image more or less? I'm looking at this image and I'm feeling like it's really her, or I'm not sure if she's a woman, but yes, they are chains, exactly. It's like symbolically, this is a card that represents situations where we don't have control of the situation where we are in. And this card is about the present situation. Okay, so she is in or Yulia is in a situation, or seems to be in a situation, as you say, with abusive parents. She isn't in control of this situation. She's like in chain, with chains surrounding her, right? What I'm seeing, and now for the most likely path in the future. Okay, I asked for the next 6 months. Okay, I made a question for the next 6 months, and I like to use two oracles, because in my experience, when they both get, or when both oracles give me more or less the same answer, it's usually the most likely answer. It's the prediction will be more accurate. Okay, but when both oracles are saying different things, the situation is more, it's more unstable, and the prediction might not be so accurate. So that being said, with the I Ching, I believe that the message is more positive, and with the Lenormand, not so much. Okay, I see here limitation. This is for her. Okay, I asked about her, if apparently she will be coming towards you in the next 6 months, and we have the energy of limitation here with the I Ching, and there's a monk here inside the box. Okay, and with the name limitation. Okay, this is not very positive. Okay, however, we at the end of the line, the last card, I have the joyous energy, which is all about communication. We have two elements here, a double element of lake, which in the I Ching symbology means in interaction with people. So it seems like it's more likely that she will meet you, interact with you in the next 6 months. Okay. However, with the Lenormand, I don't see so much that outcome. Okay, even though for me personally, the I Ching is more accurate. Okay, so if I had to tell you a concrete answer, which with these things, spiritual things, it's not very likely that we can do that. But with the I Ching saying this, I would say that it's maybe at the end of 6 months or something like that, it's more possible that she can meet you. Okay, I'm not seeing it earlier, And I'm not very sure also from the cards that I'm seeing here, because I'm seeing a lot of conflict with her, between her parents, probably suffering. The Tower in the Lenormand is a card that represents isolation, like with the Rapunzel story, you know, the fairy tale, when the girl is up in the tower. So I'm seeing in the next 6 months she being isolated. Okay, I'm reading. I've been suggesting her to move to her grandma. Okay, okay, got it. Got it. That's probably a good idea, yes. Yes, and if she's in contact with living with abusive parents, that's no good for anyone, right? I really hope she gets into a better situation, probably with her grandma, yes. Because apparently it will take otherwise it will take some time. Okay, this is a card. Actually, that's interesting that you say that, the grandma, because I have here this is the card of the paths. Okay, it's like we get this card when we are going to make a decision or go make a movement into some direction. Okay, and I was going to tell you that this card is about long-term situations. So I was thinking this will take some time. Okay. On the other hand, it's interesting that you talk about her grandmother, because this card is usually also associated with older women, because it represents wisdom, okay, and maturity. So it's possible, it's quite possible that she will break free from her isolation with her parents and her suffering situation, right? And go to meet her grandmother, which is at the end of this line. Okay, yeah, so it's quite possible, I feel. Yes, good idea. Yes, exactly. They need to know. Obviously, with abusive people, right? We can never control them. Often they have lots of trauma to deal with, lots of personality characteristics that are not conducive to have good relationships with them. And no matter how hard we try, we can never really change them, right? They have to change by themselves. And often we are the ones that go to psychologists and therapists, and they are living their happy lives, creating trauma for everybody. uh, okay. Um, I'm sorry that she's having that situation. I hope everything gets better, Danny. Hope this was helpful somehow. Thanks for letting me read for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, if you are watching, if you'd like after the live to watch the latest video that I posted, it's about an I Ching reading that I did for myself when I wanted to decide if I should rent a house. If you could support me by watching the video a bit, not even if it's just a bit, and giving me a like or something or a comment, okay, that will be very helpful. I don't know if Smriti is still here. Smriti, are you here? I also need to go in about 20 minutes. Hi, Vanna. Hello. If you're just joining, this is a free tarot live. And I'm using my other two favorite oracles, the I Ching and Lenormand. Yes, ask away. I'm answering the specific questions. Thanks for giving me the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I just don't do health or pregnancy readings. Need to shuffle this. Sorry. Vils. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm saying the name incorrectly. Okay, let's see with the tarot. Vil. Okay. Thanks. Vil. What are... Let me see with the I Ching. Okay. Hi, Apple. Yes, I can. Let me just finish with Vena's reading, okay? And now with Lenormand. Vils. Yeah. Are you here, Vena? I like to confirm because sometimes people's internet goes down. Yes? Okay. Vena, let me just start off by saying when we are asking about other people's feelings towards us, okay? I have a video about this in my channel. If you want to check it out later. I feel like when we are, I feel no, in my experience, I've seen this happen when we ask the cards about what other people are feeling about us. Often the answers that we get are what we believe that they are feeling. Okay, it's not exactly the truth, it's what we believe is the truth. Okay, or what we feel, especially when we are very emotional. Okay, and with love relationships, with friendships, um, situations where we are very emotional. Okay, this can happen. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because this might just be what you are unconsciously feeling that he is feeling, okay? That Vil is feeling. That being said, what I'm seeing is that apparently Vil is confused, okay? We have the clouds here. This is about confusion. It can also mean that at this time in his life, he's going through a lot of things and he's all over the place and he's not really focusing on you. That's also a possibility, okay? It seems like he is not really interested or not giving signs of interest towards you, or he's maybe disappointed in something regarding your relationship with him. I see here isolation, like he's isolated away from you, okay? And I feel like there is a bit of trickery. I'm not sure. Trickery. It can be like a bit small lies or small. Uh, it doesn't have to be bad things, you know. It can just be that he's being a bit like strategic towards you, okay? Because we have the fox here, which is a very tricky energy, strategic. And I feel like um, if this is really talking about what is happening and not just what you are feeling, Vil might be feeling attraction towards you. He might feel like you like if he feels temptation and he feels attracted to you, okay? And yes, you are asking if I see change. I feel like his feelings are changing, because we have here this is not focusing, I think. We have here the an energy of change, okay? This is the start of a new cycle. And on the other hand, here on the tarot, we have defensiveness. It's like he's being defensive or trying to defend himself from something, okay? He might be fighting off his feelings also, okay? He might be acting very like he doesn't want to get into his feelings or something like this. And on the other hand, I think that he might feel that there is potential between you two, because this card is the Ace of Pentacles, and it's often about when we are feeling a potential for something to grow, and in this case, for a relationship to grow. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, Vaina. I hope this was helpful somehow. I don't see any comments from you. Not sure if you're still here. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, Apple. Let me just... hi, Dion. Is there a... No, there is not a line. I'm just going to do Apple's reading first. Thank you, Apple, for letting me know. What's your question? Oh, okay. You're single. You're single now. Okay. Apple, if you don't mind, I prefer to do empowering questions. Okay, like um, because you have a problem. It's not a problem. It's something that everybody goes through. But okay, I'm going to ask, if you are okay with it. What can you do to improve your situation? Okay, your singleness situation. Also because with timing, and then depending on the cards that we get, I can ask maybe when that this might happen. But with these things, it's very hard to to come up with an actual date, but we can try to see how the universe, to see what's the possibility of that happening. Guys, if you can like the video, I would appreciate it, please. Or subscribe if you watch some of my videos. If you'd like to subscribe, I appreciate it, especially my last video. If you could comment on it, that would be really, really great. Yes, Apple, I imagine. I know it's hard when we are single, and it feels like it's been forever since we had a relationship. Okay, what can Apple do? Is there something that Apple can do to... Sorry, I'm just thinking about your name. I was thinking maybe an apple can find a peer to hang out. I'm doing comic stuff with your name. Sorry. Okay, got it. There's no man. Okay, let's see. What can Apple... Apple, do you feel like no peer is near you? Do you feel that... is there a possibility that you are still suffering a lot from things from the past relationships, past hurt, past trauma? Because I'm seeing here lots of things that make me feel that, Let me see here. Let me ask with the tarot. Yes, okay. That's understandable. But the thing is that with the universe energy, sometimes we really... Okay, let me just first ask for advice from the tarot, and let's see. This one fell off. If it has to come up again, it will. Okay. Tarot, or the I Ching. Hi everyone that who's joining. Okay. Apple, I felt called to ask the I Ching, but with a different strategy. I'm going to grab the book. Oh my God. I'm feeling that, before I get the book, you might be, even if mentally, you might be pushing too hard to get someone. Your mind might be too focused on getting someone, on finding someone, you know? Because I see very forceful cards here. Oh, thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading your comments now. I'm trying just to speak with Apple. Hi, Madame. I'm not sure if I can get to you guys because I'm spending a lot of time with this reading and I have to go grab my kid. But if you like my style, maybe you can, if you want to subscribe, maybe I'll do another live later this evening in about a few hours. So Apple, this is a very forceful card. The Chariot. This is like the go get it card, you know, with lots of willpower and strength, and I don't care who I have to jump over to reach this goal, I'm going to get it. And this is the Knight of Swords, which is also a very forceful energy. It's the knight that he's running, you know. You see the clouds are very active too. They are in this direction or that direction. So it's a very forceful energy. So I'm feeling like you are being advised to relax a bit. I know it's much easier said than done, you know, but I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. And with the energy of development here from the tarot, let me see what the book says exactly. This is an energy about making progress slowly, very slowly, and meditation also here, an energy of meditation, of trying to be detached from outcomes. But let me see. Okay, line 1 on this. Line 5. Okay, Apple, I'm going to read you what the I Ching says here. This is advice from the I Ching, okay? I'm going to talk about abstract things. This is like metaphors, okay? I'm going to read, try to maybe see what comes up for you. When you are isolated from others, and your failure to reach a goal makes you feel that your plans don't come to fruition. I'm trying to make this shorter. Your elevated status may make others feel insecure. Some people might mistrust you because of this, or might feel insecure because of this. Misunderstandings between yourself and people that you care about may make you feel alone and particularly vulnerable. As a result of this isolation, this might be because of a past situation, okay? As a result of this isolation, you may make little progress for a time. Exercise patience. Temporary difficulties will eventually end and you can begin to move forward again. And once you reestablish lines of communication, good fortune will follow. So I'm sensing that you have to do something. You have to, first of all, allow some time, okay? Because I know that you are very, very focused on this, okay? And with the universe and with divine timing, it's like this. When we are very focused on something, it's the universe often doesn't cooperate with us. Sometimes we need to surrender, right? But surrendering is not quitting, it's just having faith that things will get better, okay? I know this is very hard to do sometimes, especially when we are so hurt from things from the past. But this energy that apparently you are with right now, this is not conducive to attracting a person towards your life, because people around you will feel your desperation, okay? And people don't like to meet with and engage with desperate people, okay? They like to meet and engage with people that are happy, are joyful, you might be a joyful person, every on your daily life, but internally you might be showing off an energy of desperation. And I'm feeling like from the I Ching and these cards, that attitude won't help you to find a person, okay? I'm going to try so to find here something about timing, but this is very depending on your attitude. I got the Queen of Wands, so I'm feeling like it will maybe happen, and this is a very big maybe, okay? But with timing, with tarot, and in my experience, the longer the timing prediction, the easier it is to not be accurate, okay? But this is giving me the vibes of summertime, okay? We have the sunflowers here, okay? And also it's the Queen, so it's an energy, a more mature energy. Sorry. So I'm giving me the sense of summertime, okay? But this might not happen like this, okay, Apple? That's too far. Yeah, well, let me just tell you something. Do you prefer, that expression? I don't know in English, but in Portuguese we have this expression. Do you prefer to be alone and somewhat happy, or would you prefer to be with another person that is toxic, or that is a bad company, or that steals from you, or that lies to you? There's good company and there's bad company, right? Try to think about it, whenever you feel it's taking too long, okay? I know it's hard. It's easy for me to say, right? But I've been in your place. But it's far better. I wish I had not being so desperate a few years ago. I got into a very bad relationship because I was desperate for a relationship. The former, the better. Yeah, it's much better to be alone and somewhat, at least stable, right? At least we don't have somebody creating drama around us, giving us problems, you know. It's tough out there. Some partners really shouldn't be in relationships, and they are making other people's lives miserable because of that. So better alone than yeah, just try to trust that in divine timing you will find the right person for you. Okay, Apple? Sorry guys, I need to go because I need to go grab my kid. I'm sorry if you've been here for a long time. You're welcome, Apple. I hope everything works out great for you. Guys, if you could help me with something, if you could go watch my latest video about the I Ching. In that video, I talk about the reading that I did to help me make a decision if I should rent a house or not. And I explained in the video what happened. It was a very good reading and a good outcome. But if you could watch the video at least just a few minutes and then give me a comment or a like, I would really appreciate it. Okay? Sorry if I didn't get to you guys. I'll try to make a live today in a few, like 3 hours or something, okay? Sorry if I couldn't get to you, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciated it. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.